today. From MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports. Giants versus Mitchell Trubisky and the Baltimore Ravens.
We're across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the New York Giants. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you got quarterbacks here, yes, they can throw the football, but they can also run it very well, too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So now the Ravens getting ready for their first go on offense. They'll be led out by their quarterback who grew up just outside of Cleveland on Lake Erie, Mitchell Trubisky.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
The open man is Westbrook. A gain of 6 there on first.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 46. A run on first down with Jacobs as he'll get this forward for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 18 carries, 101 yards.
And they love what they've got in him. He's the number 4 rusher in the league right now, so you know that you have to account for him on defense, which means you can play complementary football as well. Throw the play action, get it out to the wide receivers, because they should have some open space because the defense will key on him.
50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Broken tackle. Inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
10 more there and another first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that would be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Brings up 2nd.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. to the running game with Jacobs. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
Jacobs again, the ball carrier. No gain on the play.
Decision time. Opening drive here. What would you do?
There is no decision for me. I'm the visitor. I'm on the road. I've moved the ball downfield. I've got momentum. I'm going for it right here. Look at that play sheet. Pick out your best play.
And even if you don't get it, then your defense is going to have a really good situation on the other side.
Exactly. And in fact, though, I'm not even telling my defense to get ready. I'm telling them to get ready to celebrate because we're going to score.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
So here are the Giants under head coach Joe Judge. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted #1 overall the subsequent year, Kyler Murray.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it is permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team that wins.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
A gain of 11. It's now 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 22-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. And to give this time to the tailback. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. That's going to be caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
First and
so another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Nothing.
up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Giants have taken the lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 39, Trubisky. He'll buy some time right.
Trubisky on the keeper. He's brought
and 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Patrick Queen able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. For a lot of people, the MVP award means the quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
8 yards on the pickup.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray, and he slings one that's incomplete.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. So after 2 1st downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now a handoff here to his running back. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. And again this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Murray now on first down. That's complete. Okula-Buna. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, it held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Trubisky will throw. Now Trubisky lost the football, but it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And it's incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good size run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you've got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Now he's looking just to add to his totals. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now a handoff looking right. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On play action, it's Murray. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. To throw is Murray. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 35. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3.
Ravens 3.
So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of the...
You sure you're ready for the third quarter? Need to use a bathroom or anything? All right, cool. Let's go. 17-3 the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Here's Murray. His throw caught at about the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain him.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Ravens heading out on offense as we look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
First down, Ravens.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Now on second and 13. Trubisky, he'll try and run it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He can run for it, and he will. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's fourth.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ballgame. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made, hasn't slowed them, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Here's Murray, a quick throw complete. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now they try the right side here. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
7 yards there and a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
With the score.
Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense.
And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season, and the Giants add on to their lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Ravens offense back out there. And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. Now Trubisky on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Intended for number 83.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing here, Trubisky. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. The Ravens on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Trubisky. They'll roll him out right. He may try and run for this. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
Open man is Westbrook, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. He'll buy some time right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky finding Knox there, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
To Dawson.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
He can run for it, and he will. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep hitting.
And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on...
Now Trubisky lost the football. And who's got it? The Giants!
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And out of bounds right around the 20. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Out of bounds at the 20-yard line. It's a game.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Shotgun now from Murray. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2.
Yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
From the gun, Murray. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Murray. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Dawson Knox.
That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
First down, Baltimore.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Complete.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Second down and 10.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. And Oliver make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And he's got Lockett. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
First and goal.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
One last shot for Trubisky. Toward the pylon, caught.
Today's
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Giants, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home